Welcome to How Not to Suck. I'm your host, Dana Sanchez, and today we are going to be talking about minding your squad. What does that mean? Well, there's a little saying that I absolutely love. I'm not sure who said it first, but it's been said so many times, Anyway, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Let that sink in. I'm the average of the 5 people I spend the most time with. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Wow. When I first heard that, I was on a flight from San Diego to Kansas City. And God sat me right next to a personal coach. And he coached me all the way from San Diego to Kansas City. And that was one of the things he said. He said, Dana, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I really thought about that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I am the average of the 5 people I spend the most time with. So consequently, I stopped spending so much time with some unhealthy people. And, so look at your friends. Look at the people you spend the most time with. People, there are either dumpers or there's lifters. If people are always dumping on you, dumping, then dump them. You don't want to be with that kind of person. Also, look and see, look around you. Think about the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are you the smartest one in the bunch? If you are, don't be. Get some smart friends. If you are, chances are either you're not aware of it or maybe you're insecure a little bit. And so it helps you feel like you're the smartest one in the bunch. But if you really want to be healthy, whether it's in business and life and anything, you need to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. So there's dumpers and then there's lifters. So surround yourself with lifters, people that are going to lift you up. Surround yourself with people that aren't afraid to tell you no, that aren't afraid to disagree with you. Don't surround yourself with yes people. Yes, that looks great. Yes. One of the things I love about my daughter, Haven, my youngest, is that if I want an honest opinion, she'll tell it to me. Like, does this make me look fat? What do you think about this makeup? And sometimes it's kind of cruel, bless her heart, because I'm her mom, so she's allowed to do that. But I want that. Like, I need that. I want somebody to tell me the truth. Have someone in your life that can tell you the truth. Now, just because I say tell you the truth, telling someone the truth doesn't atone for cruelty. So you don't want to be cruel to people in the name of, I'm going to tell them the truth. There's a way that you can tell the truth and be nice about it. So look at the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And then as this year kind of comes to a close, maybe it's time that you get some new friends. You know what? There was a time period where I didn't have any friends. And I'm thinking, am I still in that time period? Maybe a little bit. I have a lot of friends, but I don't have like a really close-knit group of friends. I'm kind of a floater, kind of float in, float out. And I like it like that. But yeah, be careful who you spend your most time with. Look at your life, see where you want to go. Meet people, get out and meet people and spend time with people that lift you instead of dump on you. Yeah. Also, how much time, what time are we at? Okay. So this is really, have you ever heard the saying that your actions speak so loud I can't hear what you're saying? In my life, I tend to give people a lot of credit. Probably more so than I should. I tend to, when someone tells me they're this or they're that, or they're going to do something, or that, they're on board, and then they don't do it, I tend to think, well, So here's the thing. people's actions speak so loud, you can't hear what they're saying. Don't pay attention to what people say. People say whatever they think that you want to hear, generally. And I don't know why. Maybe because, well, I do know why. Because they're afraid. Either they're afraid of your response, or they're afraid they're going to lose you, or they're for whatever the reason. I don't know. That's not my call. But on the flip side, don't be that person. So it's okay to be honest. It's okay to express yourself and be like, you know what? I don't agree with that. We can just agree to disagree. It's okay to say no to certain things. I mean, in my life, I've said yes out of fear that I would look bad, or this person won't like me anymore, or whatever. But you know what? Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Every single time. So I just don't get it. I don't get it why people, I mean, I guess I do get it, but I just wish everyone could just do what they say what they mean, and not be like weird about it, not be, vague, or, they say, yes, I'm going to do this, and then they don't do it, and then just own it. You know what? If you've committed to something and you said you were going to do something and then you didn't do it, just say, you know what? I didn't do it. I'll tell you, one of the biggest lessons of my life, when I lived single mom in California, San Bernardino, I was on food stamps, welfare for about 6 months, also on drugs, and started getting my life together, started going to church, and getting my life turned around. Well, I had this habit of when a bill came, I would stick my head in the sand. So I would put the bill in the drawer and ignore it. Like, if I didn't see it, it didn't exist. And of course, I was in my early 20s. So, being in my 40s now, I still should not have that problem. But back then I didn't have the money to pay it. And so it was just easier to pretend like it didn't exist. When I finally started taking responsibility for my life, I remember distinctly going down to the electric company in San Bernardino and stood in a long line, and I listened to people go up to the billing department and talk about how sick their kids are, and how that somebody was supposed to give them money, and their husband was supposed to pay and he didn't pay, and the kid's been in the hospital, and then, right? So when I got up it was my turn, I laid my bills on the table, and I told the lady, look, here's the thing. I'm afraid. And when I get afraid, I put my bills in a drawer and I just pretend like they don't exist. And I want to stop doing that. And this lady was like, it was like a wave of relief came over her face. And she was just so relieved that I wasn't lying to her, that I didn't give her some BS, story. And not to say that everybody's story wasn't BS. They probably were. But I was just honest, just told the truth. You know what? It is hard to tell the truth sometimes, because you don't want to hurt people's feelings, or blah, blah, blah. Just tell it in a good way, just own up to it. And the lady helped me. She mapped me out a payment plan and got things back on track. And you know what? I've actually done that several times in my life. I've had to go in and say, you know what? I screwed up. My fault, my bad. I don't blame anybody but myself. And when you do that, people are like, because it's so rare. It's so rare in business. It's so rare. And you know what? When you do that, what happens is people trust you, because in business and in life, you want people to trust you. People buy from people they know, love, and trust. How do you earn that trust? By being honest. And trust can't be cultivated in an atmosphere of uncertainty. So if your words and actions aren't matching up with your customers, or with people in your life, your friends or whatever, the trust is broken. The trust is gone. So trust cannot be cultivated in an atmosphere of uncertainty. Safety also cannot be. Trust and safety. So, and you want people to feel safe around you. You want your customers to trust you. Oh my gosh, if they trust you, my goal is to get people to trust me and my clients so much that they don't even shop around. They just buy from them, buy from me, buy from my clients. And that's why I have amazing clients. So that's that. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose your friends wisely this year. If you look around yourself, man, if you're spending time with the wrong people, even if it's family members, maybe you need to step back. That's okay. Hang out with people smarter than you. Find people that are smarter than you. Don't hang out with dumpers. Hang out with lifters. And you may have to be alone for a while. It's okay. They'll determine your destiny. All right. So anyway, I hope you guys are amazing. Oh, Dana. Hold on, Dave. Dave, I would love to be one of your 5 because I know that I have so much to learn from you. That would be amazing. Thanks for asking. Because I can't tell you who my 5 are. I don't have 5. You know who I spend the most time with? My kids. Actually, my daughters, Savvy and Haven. That's who I spend the most time with. So I don't even have an inner circle. So Dave, I would love for you to be in my inner circle. That'd be amazing. We could help each other. And I like you, Dave. One of the things I love about you is, Dave, you're so freaking secure. I mean, you're just secure. And if you are insecure, you actually tell me, hey, did I say this right? Or I'm like, that's so secure of you. Gosh, just love that about you. So anyway, this year, look at your friends. Take a good long look, because that's who you are. You're not what you eat. You are who you hang around, though. All right. Guys, love ya. Don't suck. Be amazing. I'll talk to you next week. If there's anything I can do to help you, message me. If you have any questions or something you'd like me to discuss, feel free to hit me up, message me, and have a great week.